This is devlog number 2. So I was thinking about variables a little bit because I have a visual way of understanding things, so I cannot just see the math behind it or the logic behind it. So regarding variables, and I think this would be helpful to some of you, but as a disclaimer before all of this, do your own research. I'm just starting learning these things, and I might be completely wrong about them. But from my understanding right now, let's talk variables. I know of 3 of them: is the global variable, is the local variable, and is the destructible variable or temporary variable. So to some of you, this might be already a no-brainer. You might understand what's up. The global variable is global, local is local, destructible is temporary. But to make it more clear, let's think about this in a playful manner, a playful metaphor. And that's how I try to make it for myself. So if you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, this example will help you. If not, imagine we are in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, in a D&D campaign, where you have continents, you have cities, you have a vast amount of land, you might have other worlds, and you're a nobody. You're trying to become a hero, you're starting this adventure, and in this metaphor, you in real life trying to create a code. So you need allies. You might want to be ally with a god, with a divinity. Let's say the god of lobsters. You want to have the god of lobsters with you. Well, that god of lobsters in our metaphor is the global variable in code. So this god of lobsters can do for you is that no matter where you are on this D&D, like continent, city, wherever, on this plane, on another plane, wherever you are, the god of lobsters is there for you. It's like Beetlejuice. You just need to speak their name 3 times, and the god of lobsters appears and helps you to defeat whatever the problem is. Then you have a good buddy of yours. You know this person for like when you were very young, you grew up together, and let's say this is Rachel. So you have the god of lobsters, which is a global variable. You have Rachel, which is a local variable. The thing with Rachel is, if you're not in the same city with Rachel, wherever Rachel lives currently, Rachel won't be able to help you if you need her help. But if you're in the same city with Rachel, you just give her a call. She's there for you. She will help you out. And you can also call Rachel and the god of lobsters, right? They can both come and help you. Whereas if you're another continent or another city, by the way, cities and continents here are scripts. So you can have multiple scripts. If you're not in the same script with the local variable, you cannot access it from another script. So if you're not in the same city with Rachel cannot hear your call or whatever. She has like a very bad dial-up. So these are the 2 variables. And the third variable, the destructible one, is someone that doesn't know you, is like hired help. So, I don't know. It's someone that works for money, works for pay. Let's say it's Bill. So you have God of Lobsters, Rachel, and Bill. So Bill is a hired help. Bill doesn't really give a fuck about you. He is pretty lazy. Again, he won't move out of the country or of the location he's in currently. So you kind of need to be in the same place with him, and he's there to help you only if you have money. I think this metaphor goes poorly, but I hope you can understand the idea. What else? Oh yeah, you might ask yourself like, why would I need Rachel and Bill though if I can have God, right? The God of lobster. I can have another God. I can have the God of short jeans and the God of coffee with no sugar. Having gods or global variables, the more you have, again, please double check for yourself. This is my understanding, and I might be wrong about this. But the more you have, the more memory you occupy in the game. Memory equals your privacy. Because God can be called at any time, wherever you are, God needs to pay attention to you constantly. So it doesn't matter that you're taking a shit, it doesn't matter that you're having some naughty time with whatever. God is there looking. So the more gods you have, the more gods are looking at you, right? So it might be good to have them in a fight, uh, but living your day by day life is kind of, yeah, that was the thing. The local variable loses all information. So if you have the local variable Bill, which has the information of your name, your food preference, because you talked to Bill and you were like, let's make a human connection. Let me tell you about myself. Well, when you stop paying Bill, Bill forgot about you, forgot your name, forgot whatever. Rachel, on the other hand, keeps the information of who you are, but the only downside is that she runs when you are only in the same city with her. If you're not, she stops running, but I think she takes less space in the memory of the game because she's not constantly running only when you're in the same script with her, as compared to God, which is running constantly because constantly God's looking at when you're gonna call for their help. So yeah, I think it's kind of, you know, clearer in a way. But oh, and also I hope I'm not wrong. So see ya.